Welcome to had6 channel. In this video, we will look into 1. 17 adjectives with similar meanings will be reviewed in example sentences. Let's get started. Number 1. Waxen, which means having a smooth, pale, translucent surface or appearance like that of wax. Waxen. For example, a canopy of waxen, creamy blooms. Number 2. Pasty, which means of a person's face unhealthily pale. Pasty. For example, people with pasty faces. Number 3. Anemic, which means suffering from anemia. Anemic. For example, the doctor said you were a bit anemic. Number 4. White, which means very pale. White. For example, her face was white with fear. Number 5. Sallow, which means of a person's face or complexion of an unhealthy yellow or pale brown color. Pitted. For example, his skin was sallow and pitted. Number 6. Peaky, which means pale from illness or fatigue. Peaky. For example, you're looking a bit peaky, a change of scene would do you good. Number 7. Ashen, which means of a person's face very pale with shock, fear, or illness. Ashen. For example, Eleanor's ashen face. Number 8. Sickly, which means of a person's complexion or expression indicative of poor health. Sickly. For example, the foul streets and the sickly faces he encountered. Number 9. Chalky, which means resembling chalk in texture or paleness of color. Chalky. For example, there were some chalky bits at the bottom of the glass. Number 10. Deathly, which means resembling or suggestive of death. Deathly. For example, the wounded soldiers had a deathly pallor. Number 11. Drawn, which means of a person looking strained from illness, exhaustion, anxiety, or pain. Drawn. For example, Kathy was pale and drawn and she looked tired out. Number 12. Milky, which means cloudy or opaque. milky. For example, the old man's milky, uncomprehending eyes. Number 13. Colorless, which means dull or pale in hue. Colorless. For example, colorless cheeks. Number 14. Pallid, which means of a person's face pale, typically because of poor health. Pallid. For example, his skin was damp and pallid. Can you think of other examples? Please share them in the comment section below. Hitting the subscription button is the best way to stay connected. See you in the next video.